so sick of Watchtower. Sick about thinking about Watchtower, talking about Watchtower, being mad about Watchtower. I just wish it would disappear. Like Watchtower would just disappear from my mind and from my reality. Like I don't care about Watchtower. But no, I keep asking myself, like, why did I stay? All right now. Being mediocre is a necessity when you're one of Jehovah's Witnesses. You can't high achieve at anything at all. Unless it has something to do for Watchtower. Like you can try to reach for higher or for more privileges, like pioneering and all that stupid stuff. Whatever they do these days. See, I may have needed Watchtower back then for whatever reason. I humbly accept that. On top of the fact that I was delusioned, on top of the fact that I didn't really know of any other options, on top of the fact of all the other stuff. Whatever we got out of Watchtower, we done got out of it. Watchtower used us up. We done with them. Okay then. We don't need you, Watchtower. We don't. And we don't need your approval because we know that your approval amount to shit anyway. Y'all just some regular, y'all beneath regular people to me. Regular people don't do the stuff that governing body members, present and of old, have done to people. Regular people don't do vile things like that. So I'm not even going to sit here and say, oh, they just regular people. No, they not. Something is wrong with them. Is they people? I need some evidence. Watchtower taught us to believe in them, don't even question them, and never ever once had to provide any proof that they were actually hand-selected and chosen by Jesus Christ. Never once. And we let them get away with that. Now anything else you do in life, you can't do that. You just can't say what you feel like you are. Oh, I feel like I'm a surgeon today. Well, bitch, you ain't been to school to do that. It don't matter what you feel like. You is not a surgeon. If you do not have the proper education and documents to back that up, I could walk around and say what I feel like all day. It don't make it true. I feel like a sous chef. Okay, I'm glad you feel like a sous chef. Maybe one day you can be. But homegirl, you burn scrambled eggs sometimes. I don't think that sous chef, I don't think you there yet. And here they go, arguably claiming one of the highest titles a human can claim, that you are handpicked by God himself to fulfill his prophecies. I mean, well, damn. Can I get a certification? Do you have a diploma of anything? Do you, like, show me the way. Because I'm trying to figure out why he picked y'all. And y'all didn't have to go to school. Y'all didn't have to do nothing. He just picked y'all. All I want is some proof. Like, okay, show me you have God's favor. When I read the Bible, everybody that claimed that they were chosen by God, they were able to provide some sort of proof. Even when Jesus was anointed by Jehovah, he sent his Holy Spirit in the form of a dove, didn't he? That was a visual cue to the authenticity of Jesus' claim. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't a voice from heaven say, "This is my son, the beloved, whom I have approved"? So there go your auditory evidence. Like, at least there was something for people to go off of. Even if they didn't stay believing in Jesus, they had something to start off with for a little while. Governing body give us nothing. Oh, we can't go into detail about that relationship. So apparently one of the anointed, when you're one of the anointed, you have this really special, super weird, intimate, unique relationship with God. And it's so weird, superficial, special, secretive, and all that. You can't even describe it to nobody else. The anointed can't even describe it. Maybe y'all can't describe your relationship with God because it don't exist. Maybe y'all can't put into words your relationship with God because y'all ain't got one. How convenient is it that you can make one of the holiest highest of claims ever, but you ain't required to provide no kind of evidence that is actually true. That's a sweet gig. I walk around, I feel like an astronaut today. I'd be a different thing every day if I could do that. See, normal people can't do that. Normal people can't do that. But they're special. I'm just sick of everything that they do, everything that they are, all of it. I'm so sick of it. And I can't wait until I'm really over them. I can't wait till it just don't hurt so bad. I feel like you take your steps forward, you improve, you feel better, things come together, and then all at once it all falls apart again. And sometimes I feel like I'm just a mess. Like I'm just a bunch of broken pieces in a messy pile on the floor. Just when you think you're putting yourself back together again, you realize you're still in a bunch of pieces. You're just a bunch of crumbs, indiscriminate crumbs on the floor. And then you get mad at yourself because it's like, why am I letting this bother me so much? Why can't I just forget about it? Why can't I just forget about it? Like, just wake up the next day and be like, Watchtower who? And it just don't matter. Why is it every time I feel like I'm making noticeable progress, like I'm feeling better, I'm doing better, and then all in one swoop, it feels like I'm right back where I started from day one. It feels like I'm learning for the first time that my religion is actually a dangerous cult. I'm back to day one, and this is day 1,000 or something. What is that grip? What is that? I don't know. Shit. And I wish I did. If I knew it and I knew exactly how this is supposed to work, I could shorten this whole fucking process. But no matter what I do or what I'm doing, somehow, some way, I'm reminded about a handicap I have due to Watchtower. Due to being one of the lost children of Watchtower. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating to be amongst your peers and you just can't keep up with nobody else. Like, you know, and you get the... I go around people like me, and I swear to God, I feel like everything they say goes over my head. And it's like, I want to understand. I want to get it. I want to socialize with them and be connected with them on that level, but I just can't. I'm always trying to catch up. I'm always trying to grasp what's going on. Like, I can't even be present in a situation. A bunch of people come around, and, you know, people do, and people have their lifestyles. Everybody ain't gonna be like everybody else. But then instead of me being involved with the conversation, instead of me being totally present, I'm trying to stop myself from being judgmental. I'm trying to stop myself from thinking too hard about what's going on, about these people. And it's like, dang, I gotta work so hard just to not be an asshole. I gotta work so hard just to not be an asshole to myself. I can't even be really with these people and enjoy the moment. And then you just come off so damn awkward. It's like people like you, but they really don't know why, because you so awkward as hell. And it's like, yo, we put up with her or him, but really, like, dog is he a bit touched, right? So, and you feel it. You know, when you the awkward one in the group, it's horrible. And it's like every group I'm in, I'm the awkward one. And it's like, I want to relate. I want to feel the closeness. And every time that happens, every interaction, I'm reminded again, yep, you have to learn these things because you didn't get that from Watchtower. Watchtower stripped that. All the social things we should have been doing, we couldn't do because of Watchtower. We couldn't mingle with people who were vastly different from us. How are we supposed to learn how to do that? The only time we are really speaking as one of Jehovah's Witnesses, really speaking to someone that is just totally opposite of what you are, is in the ministry, when you're taking a teacher role. I had to get myself out of that. I used to coach everybody I talked to, and it's like, I'm not here trying to get a Bible study. I'm not here trying to coach nobody. Like, I am a participant in this experience, but that mindset is so deep rooted, and it's like sometimes I feel like I just cannot relax. No matter how much I want to relax, I want to just feel okay, I can't. It's really hard because it still feels wrong. It still feels wrong to be with these worldly people. And it's a constant reminder. It's almost like a taunt. It's like a nanny boo boo, here comes Watchtower. And it's like when you try to be normal and you know what normal is, because you know what normal ain't. You know it ain't normal to feel like you the only person there, but you in a room full of people. Like, it ain't normal to constantly have a voice in your head telling you all the shit you're doing wrong, always going off. That's not normal. Yeah, I do believe in the fact that we all have a conscience, but I'm talking about persistent and non-relenting judgmental critiques over everything you do. Everything you do. That's not our voice. That's Watchtower. Watchtower gave us that. You grew up one of Jehovah's Witnesses. You have that voice. Everything you do is under scrutiny. It's either right or wrong. And that's the other thing. We awkward because we don't understand gray area. We grew up in a cult, and so we think in extremes. Black, white, good, evil, yes, no. And a large part of our existence depends on us understanding that there's a lot more shades of gray than there are black and white. Everything is a right or a wrong, a yes or a no thing. And it affects the way you think, because when you see people do certain things or behave a certain way, as Jehovah's Witnesses, we automatically default to thinking about how worldly and wretched and in need of Jehovah's love and favor they are. It's so extreme versus not going that far, thinking about a person's actions automatically relating to life and death and all of that bull crap, but just like, oh, well, that's so and so, and that's what they're into. I'm not, but that's what they're into. And then it's you leave it at that. We're not taught that.